and welcome to Tico News Tonight with Allison Hoover. Tonight, right here, we have the facts about what it means to live in Costa Rica. And later on, we have news from the streets, a special interest story about a hot topic in Central America, and some how-tos from local Ticos themselves. So stay tuned for a true Tico experience. And the news of the hour is rice and beans. But if you live in Costa Rica, this is the news of every hour and every meal. However, featured tonight is the classic Tico dish of casado. For you Spanish speakers who may know this word as marriage, we're not speaking of the marriage of a Tico to a tica, but rather of a marriage of rice to beans, possibly with a side affair of meat and salad. This phenomenon is not only common to Turrialba, but to the majority of Costa Rican towns, showcased at locally owned mom-and-pop restaurants known as sodas. I had the fortunate opportunity of experiencing one of these delectable meals for lunch recently. While you may think that meals in the United States are large, I will tell you that they do not even compare to the size, flavor experience, and unbeatable prices of these famous Tico plates. Having ordered a casado with a side of beef and a fresh squeezed fruit drink, I can certainly tell you that $4 and 2 pant sizes later, I was certainly satisfied. Folks, I highly recommend this nationally renowned plate to anyone who visits Costa Rica. And for more on food, Costa Rica continues to uphold its identity as a tropical fruit and vegetable producing master. While the country is currently in season for mango, cantaloupe, avocado, and cas, let's not forget the pineapple, papaya, guava, coconut, starfruit, banana, plantains, passion fruit, yucca, squash, heart of palm, and cilantro that are abundant year-round in this lush tropical agricultural center. For more information, see your local farmers market vendor today. And now, for the weather, with Derek Wasson.
Thank you, Allison. The temperatures will continue to stay here in the Central Valley around 20 or 30 degrees. That's Celsius, folks, not Fahrenheit. Don't need to get your winter coats out just yet. It's also going to be raining a lot, all the time, like it does here. Or as they say, the aguaceros here in the Central Valley. So these will continue late and through the evening and throughout the night. Probably every day, 7 days a week. Until we leave, probably. So don't forget your rain jackets when you head out, or your sombrillas. Furthermore, besides this constant wetness, we're probably going to see more interesting weather, as the Volcán de Turrialba is now classified active and is spewing out hot gases and ashes. Don't worry, Mom and Dad, we're told that Volcán Turrialba won't let loose its fury on its local namesake, but rather it'll go for the province Cartago instead. And now back to you, Allison.
Thanks, Derek. But before we come back for some more news and local Tico stories, we have a short commercial break for you. Stay tuned.
Need a refreshing break from all this Costa Rican heat? Just grab a cup of hot, fresh Tico Cafe, and you'll soon forget about all your worries as you lose yourself in the smooth, rich taste of 100% pure Costa Rican Arabica coffee, harvested fresh by hand from the hills and dramatic mountainsides of the lush tropical country of Costa Rica. You'll never forget the aroma and taste of this coffee. So get your own real Tico coffee today, and don't forget the milk. Leche semi-descremada not included.
Now we're back, but only for a moment in the studio, as we plan to head to the streets to gather news tonight about the current state of everyday Tico lives, from the mouths of Ticos themselves. Our first topic of interest in Tico lifestyles: automobile horns. When walking along the streets of Costa Rica, you may notice a different level of honking frequency than we hear back in the United States. Let's hear what a local Tico has to say on the matter. ¿Y por qué los Ticos tocan el pito tanto?
Por malas prácticas de manejo.
¿Sí?
Son malas prácticas de manejo, sí.
¿Y no hay otras razones?
Pues es que las malas prácticas son para saludar a un amigo, y todo es pito.
Sí.
Se topa alguien con 8 carros, pip, 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 paso el carro. Es cuando los ticos ven a una muchacha guapa por la calle, pipi, guapa, si ven un amigo, a cualquiera, a todo mundo le tocan el pito.
There you have it, folks. While car horns are mostly used as an assertive commuter gesture in the United States, Costa Ricans use car horns for just about everything. And for those commuters back in the States who always have a tight schedule, be careful when you visit this chill country. While the U.S. may have its New York Minute, Costa Rica has its own form of Tico time. Let's hear more from another local citizen.
¿Qué significa la hora tica?
La hora tica.
Sí.
Que llega una hora después de la hora.
¿Sí?
Reunión a las 7 de la noche, por ejemplo.
Sí.
Pero los ticos tenemos la costumbre, unos, no todos, una hora después.
Ah,
Entonces
sí.
eso es la hora tica.
Eso es la hora tica.
Eso es.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
So for those of you who like to take it nice and easy, be sure to start your home search here in Costa Rica, where time passes gently and car horns are readily heard. Speaking of home searching, we have your nightly update from the traveling gringos who have been living here in Turrialba for a month in host family homes. Let's head back to the streets to hear about a hot topic of Central America. Tonight's topic of interest, architectural appreciation, also known as caged houses. What do gringos think of the current situation of caged houses in Central America? There are a few different views on the matter. Let's see what some gringos have to say. Good evening, ma'am. What's your name?
Alyssa?
And tell me, how do you feel about the architecture of Turrialba? Specifically, how do you feel about caged houses?
Caged houses are something very different from the United States, but I personally kind of like them because it makes me feel very safe and secure whenever I'm home by myself.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And how do you feel about the architecture of Turrialba? Again, more specifically, about the cages that enclose the houses.
I'm particularly not a fan. I feel like I'm closed up in prison in a cage and I want to get out. If I lose my keys, I can't open the door and I can't leave. I'm basically in jail.
Thank you very much. And there you have it. Some of the hot topics and quirks of Costa Rica, brought to you from the streets of Turrialba. Before we head back to the station, we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned.